45, 60 minutes ago. Did a light training session. Why? Because it's light. If you train hard, and you won't be able to sleep. If you train really hard, you can make it hard to sleep. So if you do high intensity, HIIT training, you train really hard, explosive, heavy, it can make it hard for you, kind of put your body into a supercharged mode. It can be hard to sleep after that. So if you want to be able to sleep, and I feel like training, I train light. Then just 1 kilo, 2, 3, 4 kilo bicep hammer curl, and over the shoulder presses behind the shoulder, going deep back here with rotations. This basically. I love it when I get haters, and I know why. It's because I'm extraordinary. So if you rip with a 6-pack, and here's another thing, the pattern, I made videos about this before. It's like, I know why. So first of all, I'm a total videos, I'm total with secret persecution called gang stalking. So there's people that paid to harass me and come and lie about me and make false accusations in my chat. Mike, you're on drugs, things like this. I'm not on drugs. So people that come to my chat, and it's been going for a long time, false accusing me to be on drugs. It's like there are mediocre men, and it's so pathetic. See? It's like a guy who's ripped, athletic, to a point where it makes the average man this mediocre in his athleticism and entity because of low testosterone to a large extent. Most men have low testosterone, and that's what it boils down to. Performance indicators of high testosterone is having lean muscle, and the single most reliable visual indicator of low T is adipose tissue collection at the gut. A lot of guys under 20s and 30s have a beer belly, which is an indication of low T. And the same type of average guys on our rip with a 6-pack, they don't have the energy that high testosterone also gives you. So Mike has a high testosterone body, and he has high testosterone performance, stamina, say. But still, it's like, no, let's not go to Occam's razor, the obvious, because people are dumb, see. So it's like, this is something I have to deal with because I'm a superhuman, and I have athleticism that is elite, meaning you only find the cardio, stamina, strength, speed, power, explosiveness in like pro athletes. That's the level I'm in, meaning like pro boxers or something like this. There's a lot of guys, if they be running for 15 seconds or shadow boxing for like 15, 30 seconds to gas out. And it's like, not being able to do it anymore. And people see me do 3-hour cardio sessions. In front of that ball dummies, from punches, kicks, everything. And once you start, a lot of times I start training with tone punches only. So here's the order a lot of times. I start training as a warm-up. And the warm-up, I don't do warm-up typically where I do stretching and this and that. It's like the warm-up is started to train at a light level and then gradually raising the intensity of training. So I start with boxing a lot of times, and then I go over into Muay Thai. So I start boxing all that times my training sessions. Then I go to mixing elbow strikes and these things like this. So a lot of times it's boxing. Then I go to Muay Thai. Then I go to sometimes wrestling and things like this. The takedowns and ground and pound and dummy. So yeah, I've dealt with this a lot. And my analysis is, why do I have people lying? Okay, so I know I'm not on drugs. I don't use drugs. So people are lying and coming saying that I'm on drugs in my chat. Why? Some of these people are paid gangster controls, and they have a job to come and say I'm on drugs to control this perception on me because I'm a conspiracy theorist, aka realist. I'm a person who knows the truth, and I'm not afraid to speak it. About 9/11 inside job, showing hidden plain view truth, foreshadowing in Hollywood movies. I can show the truth and teach the truth on the agenda to make people weak mentally and physically. And it's worked on most people, so they have a need to learn this. most people are eating a high sugar diet. They use all these toxic chemical hydrogen home cleaning products. They're vitamin deficient. A lot of people are vitamin deficient. They don't have, they're deficient in certain things that they shouldn't be. So anyways, the point. Why do I have so many people come and false accuse me of drugs? Some people are paid taking some controls to discredit me. And then you have the average mediocre man, where the average man has been so weakened by his lifestyle, and it boils down to their character. Like they have a low IQ, they have a character that doesn't care about being the best self. Because the websites that I found in my research learn about vitamins and detoxification and OMAD fasting and keto, how bad sugar is for you, how bad for your testosterone, hydrogen home cleaning chemicals can be. That's not impossible. It's not like it was behind a paywall. I had to be rich and buy 600 books to learn this. It's Google searches. Okay. Men's Health article, I've been sharing that one teaching on hydrogen home cleaning parts. A lot of people use that attack testosterone. So why it was not a character issue. So it's just common envy, and the Bible teaches envy and strife. So people see me, they get envious, and they start fighting me just because they have a feeling envy by seeing somebody being better than them. See, so I deal with this a lot. So it's like because I live cleaner, it's like more than 50% of Americans have some kind of big pharma drug. Benzodiazepines or SSRIs are common. And I guess like envious of a Christian that has discipline and live clean, but they live like a monkey or a pig. The average man lives like an animal. Brute beasts, lewd fellows of the basest sort, degenerates. The average man watches porn. I never watch porn. I don't masturbate to porn ever. The average man, it's not a week that goes by he doesn't masturbate to porn. Even men that have wives. That's degenerate and perverted. So, unfortunately, I'm rare now, where I eat one time a day. I fast 20 hours as discipline. I do consistent stuff, meaning I take my supplements. When I do eat, I don't eat a high sugar meal. So basically, why do I get a lot of haters coming saying I'm on drugs? Some of these people are paid to gang song controls, and they have a job to falsely accuse me on drugs to discredit my testimony when I speak the truth about gang stalking. And then you have the average Joes that feel envious because I'm extraordinary and they're mediocre. The average man now, I saw a post, Peter Sipen was like a B or C-list celebrity in Sweden, and that's not an insult, I'm just saying it's not an A-lister, okay? But he says celebrity. And he posted average American peak body fat percentage, average American man, or like average American human. And the average American pig has a lower body fat percentage than the average American. Okay. So, yeah. And it's not, so it's like, it's common envy. I see this too sometimes. It's like, I guess there's also a lot of these health fitness or like self-defense martial artists. They also get envious because they see me being superior to them. Where it's like, they make training videos and I make them look bad, see? Because it's like, wow, it's the contrast. It's like it kind of, oh, Mike is out here and he's doing the same type of stuff I'm doing, stick fighting or boxing or something. And he's moving fast, he's got more stamina. He does a 3-hour stream, he throws 600 punches, I can throw 60. He's got a stick, he hits harder with it, moves faster with it, things like this. So I get some, but I understand these people are worried about me. I'm having lots of fun. That's the point. Yeah, so why have I had a lot of people call false accusation beyond drugs? Because these people are paid to discredit my testimony. So since I'm speaking the truth that the deep state doesn't want people to know about, they need to try to control this perception of me. And I have people come to my chat, cyberstalkers, paid cyberstalkers. Go, they have a hand, go and write this in the chat, Mike, you're on drugs, I can tell what this. And it's supposed to discredit my testimony to get people not to believe me. And then you have average Joes that are averagely unhealthy, averagely easily fatigued. They have low T. A lot of just boils down to low T, and I can go into like the differences. Body fat percentage, I'm ripped with a six-pack, lean muscle. I got good stamina, energy. And I'm performing at a level mentally and physically that it seems too good to be true because the average man is so weakened by the deep state agenda. And I've been following God, and God has been sharing health fitness wisdom with me, and I've been applying it, which leads to me living a different way, not being conformed to this world and all the details of my life, and leads to me being healthy. Okay, hormonally healthy than the average person. And it's like in the land of the blind, the one of man is king. So typically you only see athleticism on the level that I have in pro boxers or UFC athletes, something like this. Meaning that tier, I mean the same tier, like the top 10% of athleticism. Meaning cardio, gas tank, strength, speed, power of attacks, like punching power, kick power, things like this. Explosiveness. Different fighting specific athletic traits. Okay. So like things that matter in athleticism. So it's not like you don't win fight. Aesthetics don't win fights. Okay. So I don't train like a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be like the biggest person I could possibly be. I'm happy with what I got. I got a perfect physique right now. Perfect blend of strength, speed. I have a fighter's physique, a fighter's build. Like people I'm a welterweight. So if you look at my build, it's the same build that most guys that are welterweights in the UFC or boxers have. Same body type, same body composition, same triceps, bicep, body fat percentage, and then it's like same tier of athleticism. Meaning, can I do 3 minutes of moving explosively throwing hard attacks incessantly? Yes. And then like 30-second break, yeah. So it's like the stamina is on point, like where I could do like boxers or something like this. 3 minute rounds, no problem. Bounce around, jumping, kicking, kneeing, throwing punches. Whereas the average Joe can maybe do shadow boxing intensely for 15-30 seconds and he gets us out. Okay. So, yeah, the reason I got a lot of hate, cyber stalkers pay to come and say I'm on drugs, and then people are envious. People get envious. And it's like, it seems too good to be true. That's what I'm at, I guess. Because people come in, when are they coming in saying I'm on meth? When I'm doing training, see, I'm live throwing punches, and it's like 3-hour training stream. And I'm throwing punches, moving fast, having stamina. You're on meth, I can tell something like this. So I guess it's like, I'm moving in a way where it's like, they've seen that body cam footage, like the guy's gotta be on meth because he was moving so fast and he was so strong or something like this. See? So it's like they never see this speed, power, athleticism unless it's like in a pro fight or where it's like, wow, okay, this guy was on PCP or something like this and he could move explosively or something like this. So yeah, that's the level I'm at. The people, it seems too good to be true. They come in when I'm training, accuse me of being on meth or something like this. And the beauty is, there's no evidence proving I'm on meth. Any evidence that exists is that I'm not on drugs. See, which means you're irrational and paranoid for thinking I'm on meth. If people actually believe it, okay? Because once I got taken by the cops to the psych ward, first order of business was pissing in a cup. And there were no drugs in my system. And if I would go back and look at the previous 24 hours, I'm sure I had people in the chat. If I go look at the chat log, you're on meth, stop doing meth. You're a crackhead, all and things like this. Okay. So it's happened like in my life at least 6 times that I've left urine samples unprepared. And none of them have been positive. I mean, they all been negative. So if I've been a meth head all these years, why have none of the tests that I've done shown any signs of drugs in my system? Because meth heads are not somebody that does meth once a year and you can be lucky. No, people that are on drugs, they do it all the time, see? But I'm sorry, I'm being critical and not dumb, okay? I'm being a critical thinker. Because people that are really meth heads, they're meth heads and they keep doing meth. And if they have something like a phone, they would sell it to get meth. If they have a knife, they would sell to get meth. If they have a laptop, they would sell to get meth. So people that are meth heads find a way to get meth to the point where they end up robbing gas stations, get locked up. Understand? Like first they sell everything they have. Like they do meth, they run out of money. Oh, they gotta sell this. They sell everything they have. So if they have a TV, they sell it. If they have a phone, they sell it. If they have a laptop, they sell it. Okay. If they have a cold steel knife, they would sell it. Okay. And then they end up like burglarizing people or robbing gas stations or something like this. So anyway, that's the point. There's no evidence other than common envy indicating I'm on drugs, okay? And any evidence that exists is that I'm not on drugs. And it's like I predicted this. People have been coming and saying I'm on drugs and meth and crack, and it's like different. Sometimes it's specific, you're on drugs, sometimes it's vague, like meth or crack or something like this. But when that got tested, And it's like I'm live like this, and suddenly the cops outside my door, and it's like, and that's a long story. I talked about this in my Rumble stream recently, like that night, and I get taken to a psych ward for an eval because people doing Dorvo, and people that have been messing with me. Once I started talking about how they were messing with me, they like need to paint me as the problem and like a crazy person. Now I got signed out of the psych ward, so once I got to see a doctor there, like the chief, okay. There's like first you get checked in, it's like nurses and people, and they kind of observing you, and then you're waiting to see a doctor for an eval, okay. And there's like a head honcho, like whatever. There's a guy who's like not just a nurse, but he's a överläkare or something, whatever he said, but whatever, okay, it's got a title. And he sit down and talk to them because you can't remote diagnose people. There's nobody that should be able to put in a psych ward based on the showing YouTube video. Because how do you know that it's like when you made a video, you're not sleep deprived or doing like a YouTube role, which a lot of YouTubers do, like Liver King. They have like a persona for YouTube that help them to grow. Okay. So it's like you could be like, I got a brain chip implant or something, and it could be an act for views, okay? So you can't remote diagnose people like randomly. It's like you can't get thrown in a cycle based off what people are saying that they think or they saw you or something like this. You have to actually have a professional sit down with you and then assess you if you actually are crazy, okay? So not only was I cleared and the doctor said I'm not crazy, see? So people in the chat, they'd be like, Mike, you're paranoid and crazy. An expert, meaning he's got a job to like check if people are mentally ill. He didn't say I'm mentally ill. Okay. So he's like, no, this guy doesn't have to be like locked up in a psych ward. Okay. Once I got to see the guy's got the job to check if people are really insane. And I guess maybe most of the people that he sees are people that being there like, yeah, it's like, so it's like, how do you end up here? Well, the demons were controlling people around me or something like this. And I ended up arresting one of the demons or something like this. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, do you hear what? Yeah, it's like the demons keep talking to him or something. Do you understand? Like most people, I guess he sees got something where it's like, obviously this guy is in need of some help, okay? Or maybe somebody that, I don't know, somebody like BJ Penn is like showing up outside his mom's house and be like, you're a clone. The government clone, you're not my real mother or something like this. And then possibly some kind of physical altercation, cops get called, and it's like, why did you wrestle your mom or something like this? Well, she's a government clone. Okay. And it's like, oh, okay, so he's hurting people based off of something that's obviously cannot be true. Okay. You see? So anyway, hey Mike, don't let people bully you on how you look. That's kind of weird because I look like a male underwear model. I rip with a six-pack. So the reason that people bully me and say something about my look is because I'm handsome. I look like a male underwear model, or like Brad Pitt in his prime. I'm on that level of facial symmetry, good looks. So it's your comment is like gaslighting. Hey Mike, don't let people bully you on how you look. If anybody would be bullyable for the looks, it would be the people that are attacking me for my looks. Okay, like this smoky guy who's fat. Okay, it's like I look great, and that's why people want to say something. Now you don't have this knowledge. That's the point. The reason that people attack me all the times for shopping community is because I'm the handsomest guy on the panel, and they feel bad. So it's like projection. It's like I feel ugly when I see Mike. So I'll be like, you look ugly, and I find some detail, like your mustache doesn't look good or something like this. Okay, and why? Because they're insecure. So don't let people bully you on how you look, on how I look. Okay, that's a strange comment. Okay, I look great. Okay, and that's why ugly people troll me and bully me. Okay, because I look good. Okay, so don't let people bully on how you look. Your comment is fucked up. Okay, don't let people bully you on how you look. It's like, yeah, the reason some people bully me is because the cyberstalkers pay to target me, and people are insecure because I'm ripped with a six-pack and handsome, and they are ugly. Okay, they're ugly than I am, and because they see somebody's handsome and looks better in their face and body than they do, meaning I'm in the top 10% of male attractiveness, physical attractiveness. the type of guys that make average Joes not able to get dates on Tinder or something like this. Because guys like me show up, and the profile picture is the same as the thumbnails for my YouTube shorts. A guy who's ripped with a six-pack and looks like Brad Pitt. The same level of attractiveness. That's why average Joes don't get, do you understand? I mean, the top 10%, the type of guys that get dates on dating sites, and the reason why average Joes don't hear back from women a lot of times, you see, on dating sites. Because these guys that are ripped with a six-pack. And being ripped with a six-pack is scientifically, objectively verifiable, makes it more sexually attractive. So the first thing people see is your physical attractiveness level on a dating site. So guys with six-pack, just that one detail, guys with six-packs on dating sites in the profile picture is the reason why most guys that don't have six-packs don't hear back from women. Because if there's a guy who's kind of soft and has man boobs and a beer belly, and a woman is kind of like bored and sees a DM from this guy and starts talking a little bit like a friend, and then she gets a DM from a guy who's ripped with a six-pack looks like Brad Pitt, it's like this guy starts hearing from her because you're more valuable, you're more attractive, okay? And women go for the best option available to them. And a lot of times on dating sites, it's like the most important thing is the physical attractiveness. Because when they're swiping, they don't see your financial status. They see a picture of your face and your body, whatever you pick as profile picture. So they don't see your education, what car you have in the profile picture. So it's like the first 3 seconds where the impression is made of if you're like, this guy has good genetics, lead to good offspring, good facial symmetry, signs of good health, high testosterone, see, physically powerful, sexually attractive. That's the most important thing, okay? And later on, it can become an issue, or like if there's two guys that rip with a six-pack and equal handsomeness, a woman might go for a guy who, do you understand? If you have two guys that are as handsome and as good shape, and then one of them is like on disability, the other one is rich, it's like, okay, now you might get deselected, depending on what the woman is looking for. If she's a gold digger, or if she's a woman who's looking for love. And it's not just like the fake Disney stuff, but it's like really there are women that are, it's like they will pick a guy who makes them feel a certain way based off of the looks and personality over a guy who's got more money. Okay. See? And now it's like, so it depends. So here's the point. Your comment is really annoying to me. Okay. It's not to the point where you got blocked, but you wrote, hey, Mike, don't let people bully you on how you look. First of all, does it look like I'm letting people bully me? Okay. Does it look to you like I need to be told this? So it's like if you're not contributing, like, okay, so does it appear to you like I'm a guy who lets people bully me? So I guess you were watching when I was up on this stream, Dave's stream, with these antisocial, toxic, coward bully types. And I show up and they start attacking me with insults. It's like, and I know why. It's because here's the thing. When I show up on a panel, and this is one of the price of greatness, I know this from being on panels. 9 out of 10 times, if I join a panel stream, if it's a Christian stream or it's a normal stream that's not a Christian stream, most times I'm the smartest, highest IQ, most talented, and handsomest guy on the panel. See? So I'm most times in most rooms, I'm the smartest, best looking guy. And the average person is prone to envy. And what does the Bible teach about envy? It leads to strife. So people have a feeling of envy by seeing you, being better than them. The same type of person that's wicked and carnal to a point where they're like slave to their carnal passions, of like envy comes over them and they don't have temperance or meekness. It's like, I feel envy by seeing a guy who's better than me. Attack, strife, see, begin to strive. So it's like, I know what this is about, okay? So it's like, I'm not a guy who's ugly and fat and then I get bullied. I'm a guy who's in better shape, better looking, smarter, more talented than other people. So the reason I get people attacking me is because I make them feel bad, okay? So your comment is like gaslighting, okay? Don't let people bully on how you look. Your comment looks as if it's like, I'm a guy, I'm better looking than you, okay? So if anybody will bully by the looks, it'd be you. Okay. See, I'm better looking than the people are attacking me on my looks. Okay. Objectively. It's like the average guys, they're fat, ugly, and it's like I can prove that I'm better than them. So it's like I'm a guy that shows up, and people that are objectively uglier, less talented, in worse shape, and dumber, they start attacking me. So it's like obvious what the thing is, they see somebody who's better than them, and they feel insecure and they want to start attacking you. Okay. I'm growing tired of smoking surrenders voice by attacking people. Must be bored. He must have lost. Yeah, because people like me that are not insecure, they have some value to them, and are not like I don't have low self-esteem issues, meaning I feel content with my body. It's like I like what I look when what I see in the mirror. Okay. I don't go around bullying people. So when people see me engage in conflict, I'm not a high conflict person, but I can be very reactively aggressive in my own defense. Say. So when you see me rant about somebody, it's somebody that initiated conflict with me. So I'm not a nice guy who fears conflict, but I don't pursue conflict. So people, 99% of the time, if you see a conflict on me, it's the other person that started. I'm a Christian. Strive not with a man but other cause, if he hath done no harm. So people start waging psychological warfare, trying to hurt my feelings with lies, trying to hurt me somehow, unprovoked, and start attacking me. Yeah, it's like, oh, you started a fight with me, I'm fighting back. See? Okay. So, and a lot of times it's subtle stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of toxic people, and this happens all the time. Now it's not like, and I'm not like an elitist in a way where it's like if somebody shows up and they're fat in my chat, then I'm gonna start picking on them. Or okay, like if so it's not that if somebody is fat, they have to be like a toxic person in their personality that is like starts hating me because I'm not fat. It's like I've had enough experience where I see people sometimes that are out of shape, and they see me and they don't like their eyes turn black and they start attacking me. And what is that? It's like somebody's like not happy with their body. They see a guy strip with a six pack, and it's like they start attacking you because they have low self-esteem issues. So it's not that if you see somebody in better shape or better looking, more talented than you, there's like a law of gravity, like a rule that you have to feel envy and like irresistible urge to attack them or something like this. No, it's like that's people that are pathological and toxic. Okay, they deal with things like this. That act like that. So anyway, that's the point. He must have lost it. Yeah, so I guess he was seeing me come up on a panel and then people starting to attack me there. Yeah, yeah. So that's the one of the few things where you're getting a little bit what I'm talking about here. It seems like you're getting at this part of what I've been dealing with. So people that are happy with themselves, that are secure in themselves, they don't start bullying people. They don't start attacking people. Just because that's not a person who's happy with himself. It's people who are unhappy with themselves. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. So yeah, I've got a lot of people falsely accused me on drugs. Why? Because I'm a thought leader. People are paid to lie about me. That's called smear campaign. Flying monkeys of the narcissistic, psychopathic persecution form called gang stalking. So these people are paid to lie about me. And one of the main tactics I've got is people accuse me beyond drugs throughout the years. And so that's going to be the two types of people, or at least main categories. People that come to my chat accusing me beyond drugs. It's going to be either people that are paid to do this, cyber stalkers, or people that are insecure, mediocre, out of shape, and they see a guy, wow, this guy is athletic and this is training hard and he's got athleticism. And typically you see athleticism at this level only like UFC or boxing matches of athletics. See, this type of athleticism. It's like I don't have that. So it's like I'm a hater, see. I'm a hater. There's like extraordinary athleticism here. And I don't have it. So I want to falsely attribute this greatness to drugs, see. Because like I don't like to accept what reality is telling me. There's like there is athleticism and like strength, speed, stamina, things like this in this world. And possibly I could have it if I would learn from Mike instead of being narcissistic and be like this guy ain't shit. See, here's another thing that I thought about today: psychology studies. At the start of the day today, well, start of my day, I woke up late. I took my grandpa's wake-up dose of supplements. Okay, so I showed a list as part of my habits. Discipline. See, not eating breakfast. I fast more than 20 hours a day, 20 plus hours. Eat one time typically. OMAD. Now I do take a grand post wake up dose of supplements without breakfast. So that's within 3-4 hours of waking up. I like to take a grand post wake up dose. What does that mean? A big dose of supplements after waking up. Okay. And I showed the list of supplements, and this is what I've been doing for years. Okay, on YouTube. It's like fitness vlogs. Got my supplements. Here's the supplements I got. I ordered. Okay. Here's my morning supplement dose. Here's my after eating dose. Here's what I eat. Okay. And I'm a guy stripped with a 6-pack who's super athletic and energetic. Okay. And to a point where people accuse me of meth because I got such rare. Like I'm live streaming being this energetic, talking the whole time for like 12 hours sometimes, and do 3-hour cardio sessions instead of this. So notice how it's like it's so about what the average person can do. There's like it seems hard to be true, and falsely attributed to Mike's or meth or something like this. Now, if I had been on meth all these years, I wouldn't be in as good shape as I am. Okay. Now people are irrational. So the same type of people that would believe lies about you are people that are irrational. Like commonly calling what being an internet hate is being irrational, okay, and delusional, okay. Which like notice who's the crazy one. You see a person who's not on drugs, and like you are false interpreting reality. See, Mike's crazy on drugs. You see me not being on drugs, and you go, he's on drugs. Now you're delusional. See, you're believing things that are not true. See, so it's like the person exhibits paranoia. Evil surmises was like, this guy's doing something that I'm not doing. See? And then when it gets tested, it's like, I leave a urine sample. Oh, sure enough, Mike has been here saying all this, I'm not doing drugs. And when he gets tested, there's no signs of drugs in the system. See? So, and after I posted that, so it's like, that's one of the good things that came from going to the psych ward, is when they check into the psych ward, and like I said, I got cleared. I'm not mentally ill. But I had like 5150 going there for examination, like evaluation. Okay. And so it's like it ends with seeing the doctor, and it's like talks to you, and it's like this guy is not mentally ill, and like at least not to the point. Their job is not to like see if you're a little bit depressed, or maybe you might need some help with, I don't know, improving your autism or something like this. No, the issue is like, do you need to be held against your will in a psych ward? Okay, see, so it's not like, oh well, you have a little bit of anxiety, we need to keep you locked in a psych ward. See, it's like got autism, that makes it be a little bit different. But it's not like, well, the issue is, if I'm not locked up, am I going to hurt myself other people? Because that's the level you have to be in a psych ward. See, so it's like is there clear indications that if this guy is not held against his will in the psych ward, he's going to hurt himself or other people? That's like the level it has to be for it to be legal for them to like keep against your will. So a lot of people end up, after having harmed themselves or others, correlating with obvious mental illness. See, where it's like either they like try to kill themselves or somebody else, or do you understand? It's like somebody hit somebody with a baseball bat, cop shot. Why did you do it? The reptilians told me to do it or something like this. They are the person that put the chip in my brain. It's like the beams voices or something like this. This type of people that might need to, if anybody's been a psych ward, might need to be there. Okay. So this is not a discussion. It's like a commentary and criticism on mainstream psychiatry. And it's like, are there many people in psych wards that shouldn't be in there? And they could be better helped some other way. That's a different discussion. But it's like, if there's people that need to be in there, it's not people that lose their temper when being bullied every day or something while having autism. Okay. So that's the point. Yeah, so I'm not a person that gets bullied for being weak or ugly or fat. I get bullied for being superior to the average person. So I get bullied for looking better, being better than the average person. And people have envy. And no wonder that the same type of people are sick and tired, because envy is a rottenness to the bone. See, I don't have a heart of envy. See. So no wonder they're sick and tired mentally and physically sick. The Bible says that envy is a rottenness to the bones. And but a good heart is like something. A merry heart do good like medicine or something like this. You see me, I have a lot of joy and happiness in my life, without some apparent cause. I'm live streaming. I sit and I talk about stuff. I crack jokes. I laugh. I have a good time. And it's not because I drank alcohol, did drugs, or masturbated to porn or something like this. See? Is I go like talk about the Bible, I end up laughing and have a good time, having joy. See? And the same person is not walking under envy. See? So envy is like a curse, okay? Where people, I don't have that experience. I can't relate to that. I have to go way back in the past to like having, oh yeah, I remember having strong feelings of envy. I had to go way back in my life, like 18, 17, something like this. And then I can remember like once upon a time I was like a teenager, and a brother had all these like gadgets and stuff, and I was kind of low income, and he had like phones, and he had like these video games and better laptop and stuff, and I'd be like feeling envy. Okay. And it's like, so there was like, as a young man, like 17, 18, I remember having, where I could see people having things that I didn't have, and in response to that, I feel envy. But I guess I grew out of that after having been a Christian for many years. Okay. So people are envious. It's bad for them, see. It's like a curse. So it's like no wonder the same people are envious. They're envious of somebody who shows signs of greater health than they are. They have more happiness, and it looks better and stuff like that, and has things about themselves that other people envy. And they're not walking on envy. See? So the Bible teaches that being envious is bad for your health. It's like a poison, okay? It's like a poison. It waters to your bones. Imagine waterness in your bones. That's really bad. Part of your immune system is in the bone marrow. I remember that. There's a fact. There's something about the immune system that's in the bone marrow. If it's like T cells, some kind of cells, there's something that's like produced in your bone marrow. Something that relates to your immune system, if I remember right. So anyway, I got a 6-pack of cola. Yeah, okay. No, I'm kidding. Well, yeah. The reason why a lot of guys don't have a 6-pack is because they buy 6 packs of beer and they get a beer belly. They buy 6 packs of Coca-Cola, soft drinks, and that's why they got a soft physique. And the guys are ripped with a 6-pack. See? So they should buy 6 packs of eggs instead, and that will help them. It's like it'll be better. Now you might be joking here, okay? Now it's like for people that do buy 6 packs of Coca-Cola, soft drinks, whatever the brand is. I don't care if it's Coca-Cola, any sugary drink, okay? Any brand, Pepsi, Coke, whatever it is, Dr. Pepper, it doesn't matter. If it's a sugary drink, it's a sugary drink. So sugar is a poison. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna finish this point here. I've gotten this pattern where people are saying, Mike, you're on drugs. And why does this happen? Some of them are paid to hate gang stalking towards they have a job, because it must seem to talk about the gang stalking program a lot. So since I'm whistleblowing, abusive systems of control was work to discredit whistleblowers. Okay. So there's people that pay Mike is whistleblowing about state persecution, a conspiracy, send fly Mikes into the chat. And it could be one guy who's got a job to work for the government, who's logged into 100 soccer accounts, and he gets told to he's got a job to be, his handler tells him to go and show support for System Shield on their YouTube channel and be like, best ever. Yes, 9/11 wasn't an inside job. And it's like that CNN video. Crazy conspiracy, you think 9/11 was in it? And he shows up a sock opera account. Yeah, they're all nuts, ha ha ha. And they understand. I've seen this for years. This is part of the world. Was that if I find a 9/11 truth video, there'd be like a blank sock puppet account seller there. Be like, where's your tinfoil hat? And some of these people could be CIA counterintelligence agents. Okay. And then the same person that's like hyping up System Shields or like promoting a narrative, like can also have a job. Oh, a targeted video site get a word about a conspiracy Mike's out. He gets dispatched by his handler. This guy's a meth head, everybody. Okay. Where's your tinfoil hat? Okay. So some people that write this, they're people that are paid to do it. Paid cyberstalkers. And some of them are the average Joes. Some of them are average Joes or sub-average. Okay. That they see my athleticism, they get envious. They see my looks, they see my physique, they get envious. It's the same thing where it's like I go live and train. Go look at my YouTube channel, Shorts. And I am in better shape than 90% of men in the 30s. I'm 36. It's like undeniable. Lower body fat percentage, more athletic physique. It just looks stronger and healthier than average person physique. And then the performance too, what I can do. Like the cardio, how long I can exercise, this intensity, and this. And people are, it's like you're attacking. So it's like the reason they're attacking is because I'm better. I'm above baseline. See? Someone wrote, this man is a ninja. I'm not a ninja. We once fought the Chinese back. He said, no, that's not true. You're getting blocked. Don't be a silly troll. Okay? Don't be silly. Stop acting like a boy. Don't be annoying in the chat. You're not funny. Okay? So, anyways, the point. Yeah, so here's the point. This is very interesting to me. Kind of confirming things. Psychology studies. Marx's study. So, today after waking up, I made a video. I made a video showing my grandpa's dose of supplements. Meaning I start my day how? Masturbating to porn and eating breakfast, a high sugar meal with a lot of calcium and iron and gluten in it. No. Okay. What do I have for breakfast? Nothing. Supplements. Okay. And I show people. So it's like, oh, this guy, he's ripped with a six-pack and extraordinary, energetic and all these things that people envy. And it's to a level where it's hard to believe that it's true, so we have to accuse him of drugs. He's freely sharing the secrets to success. See? Like, here's how he lives his life. Here's what he eats, here's what he doesn't eat. Here's the supplements he takes. Here's what he puts in his body. Okay? Here's what he doesn't. He washes his jeans. Oh, here's what he uses for hygiene products. Okay? So I have 2 likes on the video that's been up on more than 12 hours that I made after waking up today, taking my grandpa's those supplements. And it wasn't right after waking up, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours today. And it had 2 likes. 2 hours ago, I made a video exercising and then flexing, do like a fitness modeling, flexing. And I have 5 likes already on one of the shorts. But the short that's showing people how I got that body and maintain it, that has 2 likes. So 5 people already liked within 1 hour the video of the body. But when I'm showing what I do to get and keep that body, it had 2 likes. Because that's the boring, consistent daily effort that leads to physique like that. See? And they're not interested in that. But people see, it's like, wow, this is a good physique and his training looking good, doing good. But when I show people how they can improve, like to show what I do that they could look into and learn from and improve. That, see, that's how it's interesting. If I make a video breaking my fast, today's OMAD meal. I do lunches like this sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have my OMAD meal, 1 meal in that day, after 20 hours of fasting. And here's what I eat. I talk about here's the fats I use. I use avocado, coconut oil, nut. I don't like palm oil, shea oil. Okay. Here's I like to use anti-inflammatory spice in my cooking. I like to eat high fat, high protein, and like low carb. Okay. Low to meat carbs. It's like that's the people are like children. Okay. The average person is like a child. It's like they're low IQ. The difference between me and the average man is like the difference between a father and it's like 12-year-old son or something like this. In terms of IQ, maturity, competence, consequential competence, knowledge, skills. Okay. The difference, and also possibly testosterone levels. See. So, like a lot of people, they don't lack. You don't know what you don't know. So, what are some signs of low T? Well, the one most reliable visual diagnosis tool for lower testosterone is body fat, like stomach fat, like adipose tissue in the gut, abdominal region, which is where dad bods come from. So there's a natural decline of testosterone year by year. So when your dad was in his 20s, most likely had a physique closer to mine, like lean. Okay. Now that generation, now we have more people in their 20s and have a dad bod in their 20s, not when they're your dad's age. See, they have a dad bod in the 20s. So one of the most reliable indicators of low T, or like testosterone having declined from a previous level, is fat collection at the stomach. Okay, adipose meaning fat tissue collection at the gut. That's okay, and then gynecomastia. So like fat here and here. That's an indication of testosterone having gone down. See, that correlating. If you have this physique, most likely you have lower T than a guy that's ripped with a six pack. Okay, and then you can go chicken egg. It's like if you get fat, is that what makes you have low T, or is it having low T that makes you put on fat? And that we can talk about another time. That's the point. So it's like people accuse me of being on meth because they lack knowledge, they're dumb and dishonest. When if they would knew what I know, it's like, what are testosterone commercials? Sometimes I see commercials for clinic, TRT, feeling fatigued, low energy, stubborn belly fat. It's like, oh, the opposite of Mike's are. Super energetic, low body fat, with a six pack. Do you understand? And having like energy to go for miles. So a lot of it really boils down to not having low T, having higher T than a baseline man. See, what does testosterone do for you? It gives you energy. It's conducive to a lean muscle physique, lean muscle. So performance visual indicators of testosterone, high testosterone, is a lean athletic physique, and good athletic performance. So that's a performance indicator, meaning having energy. And if testosterone goes down, energy goes down and body fat goes up. See? So if testosterone declines, body fat goes up and energy goes down. Okay? So if you're like 90, it's harder to be ripped with a six pack. And you look at people that are 90, a lot of times they're moving in slow motion and they're more tired. Like all the time. Not at the end of the day after workout or something, but it's like kind of all day they're kind of tired and moving slow. And okay. So now people could be learning stuff, but because people are weak, instead of learning from me, be like, wow, this guy's ripped with a six pack, he's athletic. I'm gonna learn from him. See? And they could have gotten free coaching. They could have learned things for free. Okay. I made a Rumble stream recently. I've been teaching this for years. And I've been more valuable to people looking to know how to raise their testosterone, be stronger, feel healthier, than Mike Israel or Frank DeForno. I'm not joking. That's not saying Frank DeForno is the worst ever. I'm saying I'm being more valuable without making money. See? So, on the top of that, what supplements do I take? I take a lot of vitamin C. Okay. I take liposomal vitamin C, Ultra C. I take regular vitamin C. I take a B complex. I take vitamin D3. I take magnesium. I take NAC and ALA, alpha lipoic acid. I believe makes you more alpha. I believe the ALA can help to protect your testosterone. And like high T is connected to like alpha being a manly man, okay? See? So ALA, alpha lipoic acid. I believe that can help to the whole picture of your health. So part of your health is your hormonal health. Now talk to a doctor before taking any supplements, okay? So this is a YouTube disclaimer. People get blocked. This is not one of these channels where I let things slide, okay? People are disrespectful, rude, come in here harassing me or attacking me somehow. They get blocked, okay? Yeah, so anyway. You have been hanging out with a lot of toxic losers, Ben. So quite possibly that could be why you rub me the wrong way, because you've been hanging out. Bad company corrupts good manners. So you've been spending too much time around filthy, toxic, pathological, pathetic losers, and it's like you talk. It's rubbed off on you. Either that or you're one of these cyber stalkers, Christian gang stalkers, got recruited to play games here, like a fly monkey and you're in here playing games. Where it's like, don't let these people make fun of my looks. It's like I'm the handsomest guy on the panel, and the ugly fat guys on panel start saying that I'm ugly. Okay, don't let these ugly fat people who are uglier than you make fun of your looks. Do you understand how your comment is like a form of gaslighting? Okay. Was like Smokey, who's a fat, average-looking guy, and it's like they're making fun of my looks. Okay, guys that are uglier than me and not as good-looking in their body or face. Okay, so it's like don't let my looks. So it's like a insinuation as if I have bad looks that I get bullied for. Is what the comment looks like. Now I'm being intelligent and not a sub 95 IQ person. And I can think critically, and I have CrossFit competence, psychology, and like I know about how I know things. Okay, so it's it's kind of tiring to have to train people to be compatible. See, it's like, do I want to train this person, give them a crash course how to human 101, brief diagnosis that you're exhibiting pathological behavior. I can detect what type, and I can break down and be like, well, it's a type of gas time, but you might not even understand what that term means, okay? And then I teach you things so you'd be less annoying to talk to. Do you understand? It's at a certain point, how much time am I going to spend on training people to be compatible because I'm not a toxic person and I have standards of behavior? So for people to get to spend time with me, they have to live up to my standards. And most people don't. So then I can go, it's like, is it worth training this person to live up to my standards? Or it's just like, it's like one and done. It's like, I don't want to deal with you. Okay. So yeah, you're not getting blocked yet, but it's like you have to shape up. You have to switch up, okay? It's like your comments were toxic, and I'm not okay with it. Be precise in your speech, and if you're being precise and vague and imprecision at the issue, it will be worse. Okay. If you're being sloppy, okay, that's what I think. I was exercising before I took off my clothes. It's getting to the time of year now where I'm done exercising. If I sit still, I start getting cold. So I'm gonna finish up pretty soon. Run it off around an hour. I got a 6-pack of cola. Yeah, the reason why a lot of guys don't have 6-packs is because they drink sugar drinks. Me, I get less than 20 grams of sugar per day. Sugar is a poison, it's a drug, it's a toxin. It gives you inflammation. It's like, Mike, don't let these fat, ugly guys make fun of your looks. There's not a lot to make fun of there, okay? The reason they make fun of me is because I look like a male underwear model. I'm handsome and I'm ripped with a 6-pack. Mike, don't let these people make fun of your looks. There's not a lot to make fun of there, buddy. Okay. So it's like your comment is like a form of gaslighting. Because you're being sloppy, as if there is something to make fun of. It's like, yes, fat, ugly guys see a guy strip with a six-pack and is as handsome as Brad Pitt in his prime. Don't let them make fun of your looks. Notice how it's like gaslighting. Because you're not saying, don't let these ugly people who are jealous of your looks bully you or something like that, see? So it's like, at best, you're being sloppy. I gotta finish up. You better shape up people that want to be able to keep commenting and keep talking to me. You better learn, okay? If you want to have a chance to not just leave comments 1, 2, or 3 times in my chat, my grace will not, my patience will not always strive with men, okay? There's a limit to my grace and graciousness and mercy, okay? So if you want to be a person that gets the privilege of being able to talk to me, not just one time, you better be respectful. You better give me respect. You better conduct yourself decently, appropriately. Okay? So you behave yourself unseemly. That's not behave yourself charity. So here's the point. If you want to get the privilege to talk to me and be a guy that shows up writing comments if and when I had the chat open, and not just one time I get blocked, okay, you have to conduct yourself decently. And here's, it's like I'm not the problem. I'm not going to spend time training people that didn't grow up ever and they are super mentally ill. There's something wrong with them. I'm not going to spend time training and teaching people like a problem puppy to be not pissing in the living room, okay? I'm not going to spend too much time working to train people that are not up to par, to be up to par and be like, oh, they're not super like irking, okay? Let's train this problem puppy to be less irking, okay? Yeah, so anyways, the point. You can keep being jealous and lying if you want to. And it's like you're creating chaos in your mind and in your life. Being a liar, that's another thing. It shows about your character. Most people, they attack with lies. So, what do I want to say? It's like, what's wrong with people? Why are you not out here exercising? Why are you not in my chat looking to learn? It shows that you're blind to the value and worth that I have, which is another thing. It's like people that I don't see them come in asking about what type of vitamin C should I get or something like this. Okay. It's like it shows that there's something wrong with you. Because I know that I know things that people need to learn and they're not looking to learn it. So it's like, I'm not here to waste my time. If people are not on a path of self-improvement, if they're not looking to learn, they're mediocre and content to be that way. They're not doing anything to grow or improve. It's like, don't expect me to spend a lot of time here trying to talk into becoming a better person. Okay. So anyway, he didn't get blocked this time. Now don't count on it. It's like I might, as I'm doing scrolling in bed tonight before going to bed, it's like, go check it. It's like, no, he's getting blocked. Okay, I did that guy who's left a comment, he's getting blocked. That happens too sometimes. Where people that, it's like in the moment, I'm like, this guy's irking me a little bit. And it's like, I'm not blocking him right now. Okay. And then later on, it's like, he will say, yeah, okay, he's getting blocked. And I go block him in between streams. Okay. So, if you don't know how to conduct yourself, that's a growth issue. You have a character problem. I'm not the problem. I'm a Christian. I'm a person that nobody has to train me how to conduct myself, see. I don't show up in people's chat being pathological. I don't show up in people's chat being sloppy to a point where it's like the other person's go like, oh, you're being super imprecise to a point where it's irking me. Okay, I'm not the problem. Other people are the problem. Have your preacher been warning about tooth infections? I don't think so. Have you heard your preacher talk about vitamin C mechanism? Have you heard them reference titration to bowel tolerance? Cathcart's titration bowel tolerance protocol? No, because they're not really looking out for you. They're not looking to protect your body, which is the temple of the Holy Ghost if you're a Christian. So, yeah, because of weak, bad leadership, the body of Christ is a lot of Christians, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So, yeah. I gotta finish up. Don't come into my chat and be a rude, disrespectful, blind idiot and expect to not get blocked. Okay. I'm not here to make friends. Interact with people most of the time it's a necessary evil. I mean, if I want to be like Q&A and give people a chance to ask me questions, they say, yeah, I can't chat up. But it's like most people, you say, I don't want to spend time with them. Most people, your matrix system slaves. You're blind. You've been dumbed down by the deep state. Okay? You lack strength and masculinity. You lack Bible knowledge. It's okay. You bring nothing to the table, most people. And it's like it's fine to be a mediocre guy or like average or out of shape or not as sharp as tool in the shed. But if you're toxic, okay, and you're like a troll, you're disrespectful, that is the issue, okay? So if somebody is fat or ugly, but they're friendly and polite and respectful, it's like I'm not going to judge them as a person I can't talk to because they're out of shape or something like this. But a lot of times, you're more likely to be like a hater if you're out of shape, okay? Do you understand? Because I'm a guy who's in shape. So a lot of people are haters are people that see a guy who's in better shape and they feel bad about it. Okay. So anyway, I gotta finish up. This is a bit end of the video. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Yeah, I should have let these fat, ugly guys make fun of my looks. There's a lot to make fun of there. Guys that are ugly and fat, like Smokey.